Keep your soup ladle, keep your tree branch, all right? We cultured people up in here. Ladies, fellas, what's going on? My name is Kennymaximum, and today I'll be showing you guys some helpful tricks that will help you out on your journey in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This is not all the tips I got for you guys. This is just a compilation of some that I thought of that I will share with you in this video. If you like what you see, please let me know in the comment section and I will share more tips with you in the future. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Balls deep. So basically, you can receive daily rewards if you have amiibo. All right. So what I'm going to tell you guys is set an alarm. Set an alarm every day that will remind you to get your reward so you don't miss out, because you might not play the game every day, but you can still turn it on real quick just to get the rewards. It adds up, especially if you have like a bunch of amiibos. I only have 3 amiibos, so I don't get very many rewards. But if you're someone that is a heavy collector and you got like 20 amiibos, you can be getting rewards every day for those. I would set a specific alarm every day, maybe around 10 o'clock, 11 a.m. or whenever you decide you wake up or whatever. Set an alarm that says use amiibo on Zelda. I don't know, even put a little Zelda ringtone or something like that just to remind you so you can get your rewards every single time. It's not exactly an advanced tech, but it's a tip. So another thing that I think you guys should do is turn off motion controls as soon as you can if you do not intend to use it, okay? Reason is because the Divine Beast will stare itself. If you're using the analog sticks and you're moving the controller, they'll be staring all different directions. And Varudania is the worst Divine Beast in the game. You will have a struggle on very hard with that Divine Beast. Please make sure you turn off motion control aiming. Make it a little bit easier on yourselves, okay? Make sure you do that. So guys, I understand that you might want to run past bokoblins a lot because of course they're just fodder, but you definitely want to be slaying these things because they give you bokoblin trophies, one of the single most important material drops in this game, because most of the quests require them to complete, and that includes your extra combos, your hearts, every single thing. I'm telling you right now, at least 80% of the quests in this game will require bokoblin trophies in some way, shape, or form, all right? I kid you not. You will need tons of them, thousands of them even. Make sure you farm them. Go into the first level if you need to and farm them. I fought over 1,700 bokoblins in the first level. So make sure you go there if you want to farm. There might be better places to farm, but that is the, that's the go-to place early on to actually farm bokoblin trophies. I don't see why there would be any better place than that, but, make sure you do that. All right, that's very important stuff. Oh yeah, and before I switch to the next one, that also applies to Moblins and Lizalfos as well. Those two are extra important as well. Lizalfos is like second place, and then is Moblins. I'm just running around circles. They don't know what to do with me. But yeah, make sure you farm them, all right? So guys, I'm going to show you how to properly use the stasis ability. Very important technique, okay? You can shoot this thing in the head as well, and it will stop him. If you use stasis before they get up, it will actually extend the duration of the shield break. And that will let you whittle down their defenses for a strike like that, okay? Make sure you're utilizing them, especially with Link, because he can get easy headshots. The headshots don't work every single time you do it, but I think there's a cooldown on how often you can do it. So see, I got one just now. Before he gets up, you hit him with the stasis. So that one arrow shot actually gave me all of that just now that I got. I almost broke his shield from one arrow to the face. Okay? Imagine what it would do if I shot him in the knee. Yes, I just made an arrow to the knee joke. You better make sure you click that like button. But of course I didn't win because we're not trying to win the battle. Wait, maybe I can. Oh, let's see what happens. That just happened. That never happened to me before. Okay, so fun fact, the same thing applies to the Hinoxes. As a matter of fact, you can shoot these things in the eyes and it will stun them. So you want to do that before they get up. Stasis them so they stay in place, okay? You'll be able to quickly dispatch of their shield, hit them with a weak strike. Bam. I'm probably going to make it. 33 seconds, that's a plenty of time. Oh yeah, he's dead. So here's a pro tip. After every single battle that you go into, after the stage is done, go inside of this store and buy every single courser bee honey that you can, right? Because I'll show you right now why you need to do that. You want to do that, and you also want to go over here and buy all the hardy durians that she has, okay? Reason being is because this is the punchline here. So we're going to go into a stage. Whenever you do decide to do the quest to get this, you get 100% rupees at 20% less health. That is divine. You require two hardy durians for that, which is harder to get than the other two, that's why I said that. And also you get a couple of them here as well. This one costs 2 bee honey, and this one costs 1 bee honey, and a few other like garbage items. You can easily get those. Even this one costs two durians, but normally I go for this one here or this one, but since I got this, I just tend to use this one and that one. I alternate between two. Well, I use both at the same time, and I get a maximum of 130 extra rupees until I unlock the 3rd cooking pot, I guess. But you definitely want to make sure you get those so you can do this like before every single battle, because rupees are so important. Cannot stress that enough. Rupees are very important for leveling your character, for purchasing upgrades for your swords, fusing items, all that, fusing swords and whatever, all that stuff you need rupees for, and it goes really fast if you're not careful. So make sure you actually have your materials set up for this. Oh yeah, and fun fact, just in case you guys didn't actually realize it for whatever reason, the pulsating icons just mean that you have enough materials to complete the quest. That's literally it. Just thought I'd point that out, just in case. There might be one or two of you that were confused about it, so I figured I'd clear that up. So let's talk about derusting for a second. When you get the octo polish option and you actually get a couple of weapons that you can derust, make sure that you save your progress before you derust this piece of equipment, okay? Because if you get something that you do not want, you can just reload the save and you'll be fine. All right, it doesn't save after you derust. That is, I don't know why. Maybe that was an oversight or they intentionally did that, but I'm not sure why. It only saves after the missions and stuff. So take it full advantage of that. Do not rust. I mean, do not do any of this until you save your progress. And another thing, this is a second tip. When you are derusting, it doesn't matter what materials you use to derust it, okay? So use your worst, okay? Normally you want to use flint because you end up getting way more flint than anything else. Don't use your diamond to derust it thinking it's going to be stronger. That is not how it works. It's a predetermined weapon no matter what you do. So make sure you just put whatever the lowest amount of the lowest rarity items that you have. Use those, okay? You see I have like 400 of each of these. I'll probably pour like 15 of these in there, pour like another 15 of these in there, and then I have like tons of bokoblin trophies. Of course I'm going to use those. I kill bokoblins all the time, right? So you want to do that. Boom, get your rusty. So I can't even use this weapon. That's super weak. I can't do anything with that. So right then and there, I would probably reload my save data. I want my materials back and just sell it. I think it sells, rusted weapons sell for like 10 rupees. You don't get anything from it, but you don't waste your materials. You know what I mean? So make sure you save first and put in your weakest materials into your rusted weapons for the best results. So guys, I'll show you how to defeat a stone talus. You throw bombs at it. That is it. That is literally it, guys. If you throw bombs at it, it will disable it for a period of time. And it lets you wail on it full force. Then you can use stasis on it and wail at it even more. This thing is a pushover, I'm telling you. Like an utter pushover. If a stone talus actually hits me, I will quit gaming for life, okay? These things are so useless. Like once you realize that you can just throw bombs and kill them, they can't even hit you anymore. It's like game over for them. It's game over, really. Oh, he's about to hit me. Not today, Mr. Stone Talus. Not today, Mr. Stone Talus. That's how you beat a stone talus. Just throw bombs at it. Some people are a little bit more difficult to aim the bomb with, like Urbosa, because she throws it and does some weird lunge at it, and it's weird. It's hard to hit. But like people like Impa and Mifa, though their bomb abilities are really good. Okay, so make sure you utilize that against the Taluses. So there's some Malice Guardians headed my way right now. If you take a look at the map, we're waiting for them on the bridge. There's like 6 of them. I'm about to show you all a technique right now that you guys can use when the going gets tough, all right? I'll show you all right now. There's 6 of them. If you don't use this technique, it's going to be terribly difficult to do, okay? It's going to be terribly difficult to beat this mission, I guarantee you. I'll show you right when they start attacking. Switch characters. Character switching will get you out of so many horrible situations, guys. If you change characters, especially with Guardians, they will stop locking onto you. You see that? They will stop locking onto you. Can you imagine if oh my god, they still got me. Can you imagine if I wasn't actually switching characters? Do you know how difficult it actually is to dodge all those attacks? That's crazy. Even when you guard, because you can guard the guardian beams, right? Even when you guard, it is terribly difficult. That's 6 of them. You got to keep that in mind. There's 6 of them, so you can do this with any any hard enemy. To be honest, it doesn't matter. You can switch characters anytime when you feel a hard hit is coming and you can't dodge it or something. Just switch characters and they will stop actually targeting you. It's so cool. So, fusing weapons, and let me tell you something, there is a ton of room here for error, so you want to be very careful about the weapons you choose to fuse. Now, listen carefully to me. Every single level 1 weapon that you see here has the starting cost of 47. Well, for me, it's 47 because I got some discounts. I got that champion discount because I'm a hero. But you probably have a different price. Yours is probably a little bit higher. Hey, don't blame me, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I pay 47 at level 1 for every single weapon. What that means for you, though, is you do not want to be fusing your weakest weapons into your stronger ones because the results will be poo. Okay, it will be poo. You want to sell all your weak stuff. Everything that you get that's very weak, don't bother fusing those. Sell those for more rupees. Keep your tree branch. Keep your soup ladle, because we boys up in here. As a matter of fact, we men. Keep your soup ladle. Keep your tree branch, all right? We cultured people up in here. But everything else that's weak, get rid of it. Like how I have a 109 sword. What is this level 6? I mean, this 16 attack hoe gonna do for me? I hope I don't get demonetized for saying that. So that's not going to do anything for me. What you want to do is, these are the options you have here. You want to wait, because I'm pretty sure that the Royal Broadsword is the strongest line of swords that I have right now, single-handed swords. That's the strongest line. Unless the game introduces a stronger type of sword, then the Royal Broadsword, I think, is currently my strongest type of weapon. So you generally want to fuse those kinds of weapons into itself, or something that is even higher ranking. So a lower ranking sword is not going to give you, you're going to get like really poo results. So if for instance, Traveler's Sword, try to put that into this thing, that would only take me to 36 attack strength at level 20. That's max. That's max right there. My sword that I have right now isn't even at max, and that's 109. So you don't want to fuse that into that, okay? And if you want to fuse your weaker stuff into it, you'll see that it'll only give you like, you'll get like minuscule. You see how little you get for that, for as much rupees as you have to spend. So it's definitely not worth it, maybe unless it has a fusion bonus onto it. But other than that, you want to sell those, get your rupees. Rupees are way too important for you to be wasting. So yeah, you want to do that. Keep an eye on the high sell value ones, and just be a bit mindful of not fusing all of your weapons into your current weapon just because you have the rupees to do it. It's very wasteful. You don't want to do it. Spend it on something better. Last but not least, removing seals. Now, if you don't understand quite how this works, I will show you right now. Let's just say, for instance, that you get a stronger weapon but one of your weaker weapons has a really good ability or seal on it that you want transferred over to your new stronger weapon. So take for instance this one that I have here. It has 3 seals on it: reduce ice damage, perfect dodge time in midair, blah 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 blah. Let's just say I want that reduce ice damage. Ooh, that looks juicy. I want that reduce ice damage. How do I get it over to my weapon? This is how you do it. You remove one. You can choose which one to remove, of course. So if you remove the midair attack, let's just use whatever items, because I'm not saving it anyways. Oh wait. Just use whatever. So we're gonna remove midair from it. Now it just has reduce ice damage. Now this is where the fun starts. So if you go back to fuse weapons and you try to fuse a new sword, right? This one doesn't have anything on it. If you do this, the first thing that you will get from that new sword will be reduced damage from ice, because you remove the top one. Only the top one gets transferred over to the new weapon. All right, so whatever is the second and the third, they get through in the guard. They're straight in the trash. So if you want one, you'll have to remove it. If the one in the third slot is the one you want, you have to remove 2 seals in order to get to that third one. That's as far as I know it. Now, if somebody knows something different, let us know in the comments. I would appreciate it, because that would mean I could save money, I guess. But that's how you do it. If you have a new sword, but you really want that ice damage reduction, you remove the top one and then transfer the weapon over to the new one, and it will, I mean, the reduced ice damage will now be to the top. You can transfer it over fine, and you'll be Gucci. So boom, and then you can just put whatever else you want. But that's essentially how it works. That's how I use it anyways. Maybe if there's any other things, like I said, use the comment section to correct me. I'm not perfect at the game. I'm just finding out stuff myself and just letting you guys know. There are other tips that I do know, but I didn't want to keep the video too long, because I do ramble on quite a bit. I apologize, my video isn't super short. It probably isn't, but I don't know. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you found something new out here today, please let me know. Let me know that I actually helped you out in some way. At least I'll feel a little bit good in that regard. But other than that, man, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop me a like if you like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and stay tuned for the next one. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this, because I do very much love this game. I haven't beaten it fully yet, but I've done the majority of the quests and stuff like that. I've played quite a bit of it. I have more battle tips and other things like that I could share with you, but you just have to let me know. Anyways, y'all take it easy. Kenny out.